One way to keep a lavender bush under control is to constantly trim the new growth as it starts in spring. If you have a look further back down the stem, you'll often see a lot of new shoots starting, and if you cut it just above a good pair like that, you'll keep the growth much more compact. The bush will be smaller, it'll be rounder, you'll still get good blooms off it, but you won't get the straggliness that we're starting to see here. That said, there's no need to waste all these little trimmings that you've just cut off, especially if you've got a garden that you want to fill with more lavender, or perhaps give them to your friends. Basically, what we're looking for is these little shoots. You're looking for something about perhaps a little bit more than the length of your thumb. Pull it away from the stem with what we call a heel at the bottom there, a little bit of bark. Trim that back, because if it's too long, that bit can rot. We just want a little tiny bit, because that's where the hormones that help the little cutting to root are concentrated. So prepare a few of these, and then we'll move on to the next stage. When you've prepared a few, get them ready to go into some compost. Get some rooting hormone. What we're going to do is put a little tiny bit into a saucer. Never, ever, ever dip your cutting straight into there, because you contaminate it and you shorten its life. Get a little bit out, put the lid straight back on, and store it in a cool, dark place. When you've got your cuttings, dip the very end into the powder or the gel. Gels are available. Knock off the excess and just push it gently into the compost. If you've got a cutting that's got leaves towards the bottom that might go into the compost when you push it in, just pull them off, because they would rot. And that's the last thing we need. We want these to root, not rot. So push them in like this round the edge of a pot, or you could use a multi-cell tray. Depends how many cuttings you're taking. I'm going to make one more just to fill that up. There we are. That will need a light watering just to firm those little cuttings into place, and then I'm going to label it with what I've taken and put a cover over it. Now this is a yogurt pot, but you can use a plastic bag or anything that you've got to hand. The main thing is, if you can keep moisture inside where the little cuttings are, they don't lose much moisture from inside the piece of plant, and they'll root more quickly. As you water the cuttings in, the last thing you want to do is splash them straight back out again. So get a can with a nice fine rose on the end to give you a nice fine spray. Start to one side and get the spray going, and then just go over the top and back again, and that should be enough. There we are. They're now watered, and I'm putting the pot into this case where we put all our new stuff as we start to grow it, and that will keep it watertight, airtight, just for a few days while the cuttings recover from what we've just done to them, removing them from mum. So leave it there and they should start to root. Don't check them for at least 3 weeks, but by then the ones that aren't going to make it will probably look grey and dead. The ones that are should still be green and should be starting to produce their own roots.